We will run down the motivation. We will pursue any angle and avenue that there is, and we will work in conjunction with the FBI to do so.
Tupelo police now working to figure out why a man stole a plane, threatening to crash it into a Tupelo Walmart. The latest on the multi-agency investigation.
Telling your story, WCBI News at 6 starts now.
We begin at 6 with the moments leading to the arrest of the man Tupelo police say was flying a stolen plane over North Mississippi. You're getting a look at 29-year-old Corey Patterson. He was taken into custody after flying over Tupelo and the Ripley area. Police say he made threats to crash into the Tupelo Walmart. Thankfully, things ended without anyone getting hurt. Now, we brought you extensive live team coverage this morning on WCBI, and our Allie Martin has been following this story since this broke very early this morning. He joins us live at the Tupelo Airport with the very latest.
All right, Allie, go. Thank you. Things are back to normal here at the Tupelo Regional Airport. This is where a plane took off, sparking fear and panic for a few hours this morning throughout the region. I talked with one woman whose family owns the land where that plane ended up.
When we saw it come over, we started to take cover. That's when we heard the thud in the field.
Roxanne Ward was at her father-in-law's Tippah County home when the flight of the stolen 1987 Beechcraft King Air 90 came to an end. This video was taken by Ward moments after the pilot, identified as Corey Patterson, nearly ran out of gas and landed in a soybean field behind the Gravestown Volunteer Fire Department. The video shows officers approaching the plane and taking Patterson into custody.
We were kind of in shock. We were scared a little bit. We didn't have time to react. We just wanted to see. First, we wanted to make sure that he was okay, and then we were just kind of in shock.
Others in the tiny Tippah County community had heard about the stolen plane and were watching and waiting.
He came over this way, and it wasn't long. He came right back over this way, and that was around 9.
Yeah.
And what were you doing?
Feeding my dogs.
I mean, those trees right there, he just barely cleared them.
Right.
And then when he came over, we heard a big, like a smash.
Yeah.
And then everybody started running that way.
Word of the stolen plane spread quickly, especially across social media, as online flight trackers were recording the erratic path of the plane, shown here with tail number N342ER. In fact, at one time during the incident, the flight was the most tracked plane in the world.
Yeah.
An hour or so after Patterson took off, people were watching from West Tupelo streets as the plane made a wide circle over the area.
I was in the bed sleep actually, and my dad called me and woke me up. You're causing a lot of lives to be in danger.
Many had their plans disrupted. Michael Van Vactor was standing in a parking lot across from airport property watching it all unfold. He should have been on the Contour Airlines flight on his way to Nashville, but the rogue pilot had shut down the airport.
Crazy. I can't believe it. This is America. We should not be allowing this guy to be making the decisions, I don't think.
All right, stand by, Allie, let's go. Go, Allie. And Mr. Van Vactor did make his flight at noon. That flight left to Nashville, and one just came in from Nashville, so things definitely back to normal. Now the investigation will continue involving state, local, and national agencies. Reporting live from the Tupelo Regional Airport, Allie Martin, WCBI News. Will send it back to you in the studio.
Well, people in Tupelo and really all across North Mississippi, they were on high alert as that plane circled around the sky. Our Takia Cummings, she was at the press conference this afternoon. She joins us live in studio now, detailing the events that police say happened leading up to everything that happened. Takia, good evening.
Good evening, Scott. I was in Tupelo today and people were kind of frightened and shaken up. But after hours of being frightened, people in the Lee County area can finally breathe.
We have had a little bit of an unusual circumstance this morning. As most of you know, we had a gentleman that took an airplane from the airport and flew around for a few hours this morning.
Around 5 Saturday morning, Tupelo Police and Fire got a call about a plane flying over the All-America City. The person in the pilot's seat, investigators say, wasn't authorized to be flying.
The main concern for us was the citizens of this community, the citizens of this city.
Investigators say Corey Patterson was able to access the plane because he was an employee at Tupelo Aviation. Police say he's worked there for 10 years refueling aircraft. At 5:08 Saturday morning, investigators say Patterson called 911 and threatened to crash into Walmart on West Main Street. Tupelo Fire Chief Kelly Elliott say they shut down several streets and nearby businesses.
When you're not dealing with an incident scene that's in a defined location, it makes it a little bit more interesting. So we kind of went in a little bit of a resource standby mode, just making sure we were prepared and ready to kind of take action when it occurred, if it occurred.
Police say Patterson even posted on social media while in the air.
At approximately 9:32, the pilot posted on Facebook a message, and in essence it said goodbye. At this time, we know he was getting close to running out of fuel.
30 minutes later, contact with the plane was lost before it briefly came back. Patterson told flight negotiators he didn't know how to land the plane.
At 10:12 a.m., our negotiator reestablished contact with the pilot. The pilot confirmed he had landed in a field and he was uninjured. Soon thereafter, the pilot was taken into custody and is in custody currently. He is being charged with grand larceny and making terroristic threats. We do anticipate that the federal government will proceed with federal charges in the very near future.
Patterson faces charges of grand larceny and making terroristic threats. Police say Patterson will likely face federal charges. Stay with WCBI for updates as we learn more about this ongoing investigation.
People from across the nation were tracking this flight on the website FlightAware. You can see right here where the plane circled over parts of North Mississippi for 4 hours. And this right here, you see that highlighted part, that is showing at how high he was. And right, of course, where our WCBI logo is, that was the last point of contact, and that was at 900 feet. Tupelo police say the plane was damaged as negotiators guided Corey Patterson down where that plane we showed you where it ended in a field near Ripley. Now, during our breaking news coverage, we did report that Corey Patterson is the son of a school resource officer who was killed in January. Now, at that time, that's what investigators were telling us. We've since learned that information is incorrect, and we sincerely apologize.